One love, job bless. Far Nelson here, and today I'm going to talk about that last piece. So, what do I mean by that last piece? That last puzzle piece, that last piece of paper, that last piece of furniture. So, what I mean by that last piece is it seems like anytime we're building something or we're trying to get something together, it's always that last piece that's the hardest. Like when someone's moving into a new place, it's that last piece of furniture, that last, piece of the couch that's just giving you so much trouble. It's that last piece on that IKEA, furniture that you realize, oh my gosh, this whole nightstand is backwards and inside out. It's always that last piece that sometimes gets in the way of you being able to really appreciate the blessing that you have. Like even something as simple as right when you're about to get done with something, you get cut. Like, dang, I was just about to be done. How'd I get an injury right when I was about to be done? So we have to realize that these last piece scenarios are going to come up in our life and again and again and again. And they usually come right before a blessing, because just like with the furniture scenario, regardless if it's the last piece or not, and you gotta redo the whole thing over or get a new couch because you can't fit it into your apartment or whatever the case is, or just rebuild from start. Regardless, whatever happens from that last piece, that one piece that's just you feel is messing everything up, a blessing is behind that. Maybe you get a better couch. Maybe you'll rebuild that IKEA furniture that you put that you realize on the last piece that you built wrong, and you'll like it even better than you thought that how we're supposed to be. And the next one that you build, because it came with 2 nightstands, so you built one, you messed up on it, and now you know what you did, and you can easily not make the same mistake for the next piece. And it went by faster because now you built it twice. So we have to look at the little things. Like, we don't have to look at life so cutthroat, because a blessing is always behind any event, even if it's stressful. And that's what that last piece kind of signifies. It shows us that if we push through and get this last piece in, or figure this last piece out, or figure out if this last piece isn't meant to be, then a different blessing can be made manifested. If we just sit there and we stress about the last piece, we stress about that couch that can't get in, and we're just sitting on the floor mad, telling everybody about how we don't have a couch, and we're looking for the most expensive couch, and we're comparing us ever getting a couch to a $1,200 couch, then maybe you got to realize, hey, I'm thinking too much in my head. Go get a little, $300, $200 couch, or get a free couch off Craigslist. $20 maybe. But we have to focus on solutions. We can't get bogged down by the last piece. We can't let the last piece destroy all the progress we made. We can't let just that small couch, and not even the whole couch, just a piece of the couch, or the whole couch, who cares? We can't let the whole couch not be able to make it into our apartment, into our house, destroy all the beauty around us of everything else making it into our apartment or house. So we can't let this last piece hold us down. We have to look at the last piece always, even if it's a stressful situation that the last piece puts us in, which it usually does. We have to push through and look for solutions, and realize that those solutions may be the blessings that were supposed to come. Maybe you'll get a better couch than you ever had. Maybe this one will be so comfy and you just start sleeping on it half the time. So this is how life is. It's like right when we're about to be successful at something, we always feel like we want to quit, or we feel like all these burdens are coming on our shoulders, and we're like, why now? I was just about to really do this thing. I was just about to invest in this thing. I was just about to, whatever the situation was. And now you're thinking, oh, I have all these stresses on my shoulders. Now I shouldn't do what I was going to do. Now I should just focus on handling these stresses and completely ignore all the progress towards my dreams, or towards my craft, or towards my career, or whatever you want, or whatever you're progressing towards. I'm gonna ignore all the progress I've been doing here, and spend all my time worrying about fixing these problems that I now think I have. Because 9 times out of 10, regardless if we stress over a problem or not, it ends up getting somewhat fixed. Not all problems just get completely fixed. Obviously, if you have a broken leg, go to the hospital. Obviously, if you have some bills due, you should pay those bills. But you only can work from, a certain amount of hours. You're not going to be working 20 hours a day. So you're going to have time to pursue your dreams and keep pursuing whatever goals that you're trying to do. And don't let the last screw, that last stretch pass you by being bogged down by the complications that come with that last piece, Because sometimes we think that it's okay to kind of just give up and give in and just, okay, I'll do it later. But that's just what happens with that last piece. That's what happens when things get kind of tough and we realize, oh man, this situation is going to be harder to build up than I thought it was. I may have to redo this whole situation and rebuild it back up again. And that's going to take so long. All the effort I did. See, this is what happens in our head when we get to that last stretch that we need to get to, that mark that's going to get us that stride towards success. The difference between consistency and you falling off. And we're never falling off. We're always just taking a break from our dreams. Don't ever let anybody tell you you're falling off. You're always just taking a break, or maybe going in a different path to get to your dreams. But we're never falling off. Only thing that's falling is Babylon. So we have to realize that, yes, sometimes we do need time to decompress, to relax, to not be stressed out by so much. Because of course we have big dreams, so sometimes our dreams get a little bit stressful. Sometimes those few last pieces are a little bit tough to get into the project. So we have to be patient with ourselves, of course, but we want to try to stay consistent, because the longer we stop doing something, the less drive that we have for it. It's just like anything else that you've been doing in your spiritual practice. You build discipline to not do certain things, so you have less drive to do them. We don't cuss as much. We don't, gossip as much. We don't let ourselves just sleep into 12 anymore. We don't spend our time consuming random junk media. This is stuff that we build discipline to not do, so we have less attraction to doing. So if we do this with our dreams and we're not doing them on a consistent basis, at least a weekly basis, then we kind of forget the attraction that comes with doing it on a consistent basis. If we just start binge watching TV every single day, we're going to forget the beauty and bliss of having the time when you're not binge watching TV every day and becoming a vegetable. So we have to realize we have to nurture our gifts, our talents, our goals, our dreams, because just like anything else, we'll lose touch with why we even did it. Like I lost touch with why I even used to eat meat. I'm like, what? There's so many alternatives. Even it doesn't even sound good in my head. But if I was eating meat every day, then I would lose touch with why I didn't eat meat. I mean, I don't think I could ever lose touch with why I didn't eat meat, but you know what I'm saying. When you do something every day, between you not doing something every day, there's a difference between you losing touch with it or not, you know? We lost touch with our heritage as Africans because we stopped doing the daily practices of normal Africans. People lost touch with the ways of their, Italian ancestry or German ancestry because they stopped doing stuff of normal Germans and Italians. So we have to realize that we can't lose touch with our dreams and our goals because of hardships that are going on in our life or trials and tribulations. We have to realize that these things will pass with time. And not only pass, but you can use divine action, divine force, divine tools to make sure that last piece gets added into where it needs to get added to. We don't want to throw that last piece away and just say, hey, this dream is good, kind of wobbly. No, we're going to put that last piece in and it's going to like it. We're going to put that last piece in, and we're going to make sure that our dreams, our goals, are going to get defined and going to get accomplished. Regardless of whatever the situation is, we're going to affirm our goals, make them known to the universe, and we're going to see them unfold. But you have to affirm it. You have to define your goals and make sure that you are laying down the right concrete so that the project is set in stone. We want to even write it because we don't want to just leave something to the wind. We want to make sure that we setting goals, we are knowing exactly what our top goal is so that when that last screw comes in place, we know exactly what we are missing. We know exactly what we've done and know exactly that we've done all these, we've crossed out all these goals to get to this big goal. So I'm not going to stop at this little screw here. We're going to figure this out. We're going to figure out this last piece and we're going to make this thing happen. So don't let that last piece screw you over. Oh, man, I'm crazy today. Don't let that last piece screw you over. It is always the last piece that gives you the most difficulty. And it's not always, I won't say always because I'm not going to wish that on anybody, but lots of times the last piece is something that is always a difficult thing and it's something that you're just going to have to get over and you're going to have to push through and you're going to have to see the blessings that are coming along the horizon because they're always there. The Most High is always working for our greatest good. And the more and more that we trust in that, the more that we realize that, the more that we come to terms with that, the better our life always turns out to be. It's not a game. It's not some, wishy-washy type of thing. It's once we come to realize that and get out of our own head about science and why this must happen and why that must happen. Once we get out of this type of mind frame and realize that it's up to us to change our own mindset. It's not up to the world to change and everybody else and this and that. No, it's up to us to change our own mindset about the world and realize that we need to have faith in a higher power and not in any type of religious way or any type of dogma way, but to realize and humble ourselves that there is a creator among us. There is a creator within us, a creator all around us. Everything, birds, bees, dogs, people walking, people everywhere, just everything, even the cars are made up of materials from the earth. Everything that we see, buildings, this is all divine creation. So we have to realize that there is a divine power here and there's a universal law going on. And if you are pushing through that last piece and you are holding faith that you're going to be able to accomplish all your goals, and I'm telling you, you're going to accomplish them. It's just sometimes that last piece is so difficult. Sometimes during that last piece, that last stretch of you getting to your goals or finishing your dreams or finishing this project, you might have to restart the project, start all over again. But guess what? You're going to know how to do it even better the next time. You're going to know how to put this in even better the next time. You're going to know how to make it all come out even faster and smoother, and you're going to be able to put in stuff that you took notes on and were like, oh, hopefully I'll do this the next project that comes around. But guess what? That next project is right now. Don't give up on your dreams and move to a next project. Finish that one. If you know this is a big step and this is a big part to getting to, another place in your life, then go ahead and focus on that. Don't let other people who are telling you that you need to be focused on what your stresses are in life, and that you don't need to be investing in your dreams, investing in your life, investing in your destiny. Don't listen to those people. Don't go bankrupt, but don't listen to these people. Handle your business as much as you can and invest every single week, at least into your dreams. You need to be invested in 2 things every single week: the stock and your dreams. 2 things. 10% to the stock market and 10% to your dreams at the very least. And I'm telling you, everything in your life is going to work out. It is. It's as simple as that, with staying patient. Yeah, stock market was an extra one. That was for the people that just be watching. And if you made it this far, invest 10% of your income into the stock market. And the same thing with the stock market is patience. You keep on doing that, trust me, in 5 years, you're going to be mind blown how much you saved. Especially if you invest in stocks like Apple, Amazon, Meta, Bitcoin, Ethereum. There's tons. Waste management. I'm trying to give you guys some sauce. I'm trying to give you guys some information here because I want you guys to succeed. These are things that I'm doing as well. It's not something that's just like some false, make-believe thing. I'm not anybody special. I'm not anybody, that was super smart. I was somebody that used to read when I was a kid, but after I was, a teenager and a little in high school, but mainly when I was in middle school, that I stopped reading, and I didn't really take any appreciation for knowledge. So pray for these people. Must be a fire going on. Hey. So it's not that you have to be some special smart person or super well knowledge to do these things that I'm doing or saying. All it takes is for you to have some discipline and some patience, which you should be doing and growing in your spiritual practice. Hey, and we have to know that life is going to work out for our greatest good. Life is going to keep getting better the more that we live righteous and do what we need to do in this life and live in our aligned path, our divine path. And the more that we do these spiritual practice, we'll be able to see where our divine path is and which way we should go and which way we should not go. What things we should do and what things we should not do. Like I said, when I was a kid, I used to read, then stopped reading. That's out of ignorance. We need to always be reading, always be learning, always be increasing our knowledge. And that's something that I've really been taking so much pride in, so much love in, so much enjoyment in now, because I feel like the divine leads me to certain places, certain books, certain podcasts, certain, documentaries. And through these documentaries, sorry about that. Come. Hush. And through these documentaries and stuff like this, and through these books, I'm learning so much information that I couldn't even fathom before, that I couldn't even realize that so many people were talking and being this way before. So we have to realize that there's so much information out there to help us. It's not just boring information about old, ancient Europeans that just took over different places and called them by whatever name they wanted to call them. There's other books out there. There's tons and tons of information. And if you listen to where you are guided, then the certain books will keep on popping up into your awareness, and you'll start to know where to go. And we need to use these tools so that we can be more adapt to handle situations when that last piece comes and we're struggling. We have to use tools like books and our elders and mentors to help guide us and push us when we need that extra push. Videos like this, books like How to Get Rich and, The Way of a, there's books, Way of a Superior Man, How to Get Rich, The Magic of Thinking Big, The 4 Agreements. Yeah, there's a lot. The Power of the Subconscious Mind. I was looking at my, my library right now. But there's lots of books that can help give you that confidence to get through that last piece, give you that extra knowledge to get you through that last piece. And we need to use these tools and utilize them, because just like when we're building something, we have to use something other than our hands usually. We have to use tools. We have to use outside resources to help enhance this building project and make it get together, because we can put everything in place and get it all nice, but to really put that last bit of structure in and get those last screws in, and to know if you put it together right, you're gonna have to use tools. So enhance your tools, do the meditation, do the reading, do the journaling, look towards mentors and elders and, videos like this, and try to get outside in nature and do some grounding, especially if you have a mind block. Because that last piece sometimes is a hassle. I know it is. And sometimes it feels like the whole world is on our shoulders and everything just starts getting thrown at us at once, right when that last piece comes around of us getting there. We're almost there. We're almost finished. We're almost, feeling that success that we thought we were going to feel by this time. Because we have to just realize that, because when I say at this time, feeling the success that we thought we were going to feel at this time, we have to realize that the success we feel, we have to appreciate it, because we're not going to appreciate it later when we're looking for more success. We don't want to get caught up in this cycle of always looking for that bigger success. We have to appreciate the success that we got just by putting in that last piece. We know there's going to be some more pieces later on, but you put in that last piece and you got that first desk together, and that's all that counts. You got that first nightstand together. We'll worry about the second nightstand in a few weeks. So just be happy and congratulate your success of that first project that you finished, that first nightstand, that first dream, that first part of your goal. Just be happy at that, because you got through that last piece, and try to use that same effort, that same mindset to accomplish your other goals in your future. And trust me, everything will go right. With patience and discipline, you can accomplish anything, honestly. And faith. Can't forget about faith. Faith in the Most High. So if you haven't, please subscribe, like, comment, share. Sorry about my dogs today. They've been going crazy. But yeah, you know how it is. Gotta love the animals. They help you stay humble. They help you, practice peace, patience, You don't want to be a crazy parent, so you got to practice before you get to your parenthood and stuff like this. You got to This is what I'm saying. There's tools. The Most High gives us tools and we have to use them. So like I said, subscribe, like, comment, share. I hope everybody has a blessed day. And one love. I gotta go play with these crazy dogs.